Hello lovely, let's thrift. So we just got done at Goodwill and another local thrift store. So I got everything that I wanted, and hopefully I got enough for what we're gonna do at the apartment to decorate the bookshelf and the built-in shelves that we have. So let's go back to my place. I'll see you there. Welcome to Mi Casa. Okay, so we're back at my place, and this is the main area that we're going to be focusing on, in those built-in shelves right there. First, we're going to do a thrift haul of the decor that we got to kind of divide up those books and make it a little bit more airy, a little bit more bright, and sparse those books between those shelves and a bookshelf that we have right here that I'll show you in just a bit. And some of these things that I'm going to show today I've had for a while, but then I'll specify what I got today. All right, so let's get into the thrift haul. So here's the collection of things that we have. This was given to us by my mother-in-law. I thought this was a really cool piece. And then we have this frame that we've had for a while. I'm going to try to put a picture in there. We've had this a while. It was originally for our cooking utensils, but we got a new one. We've actually had this picture frame before we got married, and what I did was I taped it off and I painted gold around it. This is actually a photo that I took in college when I was taking my photography class, and I thought that'd be nice to have kind of my own work in, you know, our decor and stuff, so I'm gonna incorporate that into the shelves. And we also had these as well, just some vases with some gold around there for more plants. Sunny decided to join. So first we're gonna go through the things that we got from Goodwill. I got this little jar. I thought it was a nice color. I was a little concerned that it might be like too country and stuff, but I figured with the color that it is and the size that it is, you might be able to incorporate it and to add some warmth and some depth to some things. We got this vase. I've seen one at Target and I didn't want to pay as much money as they had it for, and I found one similar to the one that I liked. I don't really like the painting pattern and stuff that's already in it, but I'm going to use the blank side. We also got this thing, which I thought was super modern, super cool. It has initials on it, but I'm going to use the side that is plain. I saw this and I kind of like the Roman feel that it gives you. This was a cute little candle holder. I thought that would be nice to incorporate. This was a cute little picture frame that I found that I also want to put a picture in today. I usually veer away from black decor and lean more towards like gold and brass, but I just thought this was really cool. I'm not gonna display that. I'm gonna put it the blank side forward, but sometimes black can be used to draw your eye and kind of seems like it brightens up the place a little bit. I don't know, it just adds a really nice contrast. And then I picked up some baskets because I just like the texture on this one. I'm going to try to incorporate it into the decor as well. Same with this one. And then from the other store that we went to was for our local humane society. So I got this wooden candle holder. I'm going to use the lighter side because I like lighter woods. I thought that was pretty cool. I also like vases like this where it adds more of like a Aztec kind of feel to it, and I like the colors a lot. I got this wooden bowl because I thought it'd be nice to add some like texture to something up there in the shelves and stuff. And these, I couldn't turn them down. They were just so cute. I like little pots and stuff like this. I think I'm gonna use the side without the face. I almost didn't get these because I don't really have decor that's green. My decor is like really like neutrals kind of, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to see what we could do with those as well. And then just got this little basket. I just thought it'd be cute little decor. Not sure where we're gonna put that yet, but it'd be nice to kind of add some warmth and texture to something. So here I'm just really focusing on clearing the shelves, getting the books off, and putting them to the side so that I can begin to decorate them and put them the way that I would like them to be. That was a lot of work. I gotta dust. I don't know if this is weird, but I use glass cleaner to dust. I feel like it just works really well. I feel like it works on pretty much anything. So, judge me or try it. I really want to make sure that these shelves are cleaned and dust free so that they have that refreshing look and feel as I start placing decor on them. Alright, so I'm thinking since this part by this wall is like the highest point, this probably should be the tallest thing. So a lot of this video is relying on natural daylight, so I do apologize in advance for the constant shifting of the light. This basket was giving me such a hard time, and no matter what I could do, it just kept falling. It would not stay up. So I started getting a little bit frustrated, but it is kind of funny looking back onto it. I'm really trying to focus on how I want these shelves to feel and how I want them to look. I really am just kind of tinkering with things, placing things, seeing how it feels, seeing how I like it, and going from there. You'll see that I'm constantly changing something and repeatedly moving it, and taking my time to figure out how it should be or feel. Just as much as I want this to be decorative and functional, I also am trying to use the decor to cover the wires from our TV and our game systems that are plugged in. The jar that I placed on the top right of this shelf is actually a jar filled from sea glass and things from the beach that we got from Hawaii on our honeymoon. Why are things this way? I want each side of this shelf to feel balanced and cohesive into one another. I also want to personalize them and try to make them a part of our home. My husband was so sweet. He really wanted to give me a moment to take a breath and to pause and to say hi to me. I'm really appreciative of taking this moment with him. As I'm going, I'm also trying to pull plants from other areas of our home or take trimmings from other plants in our home to also incorporate those into these shelves. Alrighty, so it looks like it's all finished. Let me know what you think in the comments below. These built-in shelves are actually in the corner of our living room, but it's also the area where my husband and I agreed to set up an office for myself so that I can have an area to work on these videos. We are moving to this bookshelf right here, and it's a complete mess because I pulled out all those books from the other shelves and put them over here. We're going to sparse out the decor that we have left and try to space out these books amongst this shelf right here, which will do a little bit later. We have a lot of books and I absolutely love it. I try to be more minimalistic with things, but when it comes to our books, it's something that I really do not care about having a ton of them because we read every single one of them and study them and refer back to them, and I just love the idea of having and owning almost every book that I've ever read. So at this point, I'm really trying to pick out the items that I want to place on the shelf and decorate the books that I am also placing. As you can see, when I just pointed off into that corner, it was because my cat Sunny had just got onto the ledge and was hanging halfway off because he thinks it's fun. So I had to go and get him and yell at him for that. So that is what was happening there. So the sunlight starts to really shift drastically here. Because of that, I had to cut out parts of the video that was too dark for you guys to see what was going on and what I was doing. And because of that, things look like they transport, disappear, or kind of move on their own, just because of those segments that had to be cut out. Alright, so we just finished that bookshelf and now we're going to move to this one. I'm probably going to tinker with some of these things except for maybe the two built-in shelves because I'm not sure I actually really love the way it looks right now. I just know that it looks good enough. And it's getting really late, the sun's setting down. And at this point I'm just trying to get things done, but I have it look okay. So we might revisit this. So during this B-roll, you're actually going to see some things look drastically different than where I left off in that talking segment. That's because I actually did end up going back and filling it up with more books and moving the decor just a little bit. Alright, so here's the shelf that we're going to be working on. I really like how the top is, so I don't think I'm going to touch that. I like this the way it is. I might shift it from one side to the other or something, but I really like how that is. And down here, it's really bland. So we're going to get some things, work with what we have left of the things that we got to and the things that we already had. So yeah, let's get started. As I'm decorating this last shelf of the day, you'll see me kind of walk back over to the other shelf to grab more books that are still just scattered on the ground and stuff. And again, I do apologize about the shifting light. I did have a light set up at this point to try to adjust for that because I wasn't directly in a window that was getting more light, so it might look a little bit different to you as well. This shelf was really hard because I was at the bare minimum of the decor that I had left, and at this point I had been at this for several hours, so I was getting really tired. You're gonna see me almost like put something somewhere and then instantly move it away and try it somewhere else, but I just really had to figure out how to make it feel balanced but not feel like it just was all the leftovers was just tossed and left there. Let me know in the comments down below how you think it is going so far. All right, now we're done for the day decorating these shelves. I think that was a lot to do and it took a while, I'm not gonna lie. really love how everything turned out today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending this time with me. I would really love to read your comments down below of your thoughts on this, if you'd like another video like this. And we'll be definitely tweaking things as time goes on with these 3 areas in my home. Again, thank you so much for watching. Take care, lovely.